Let me shoot you a link. It should be here soon. I could probably add all the links while we're doing the show. Fucking A, who's bothering me? Oh, Tokenie Andy. Thanks, Tokenie Andy. Is that a friend of yours?
Live comments.
Yeah, live comments.
Tokenie Andy's here. I can't even see the live comments at all.
Where is... God damn it. Last time I could put up a fucking...
Just do what you got to do. I'm chilling.
All right. Oh, I think it's live. Yeah, it's live. People should... Oh, hold on. I'll send you the YouTube link. That way you can...
Send the YouTube link so people can... Come on in. Okay, this will work.
Yeah, it should, the work. This should be perfect now.
Twitter. I can't see the chat, though. That's weird. But whatever. Never mind. Be live now with Rad. Like that. Okay. I can't see the chat, but whatever, I guess. Nothing's happening on the chat, but okay. Let's go.
Make it happen. You ready? Yeah. All right. Oh, shit. Hold on. All right. So, welcome to another edition of Why Come Japan. I'm your host, Mr. Radry, where I introduce guests and interview them, and Epstein didn't kill himself. And here today, I am with MayDaySan, the creator of the YouTube show MayDaySan. What's your handle? Instagram influencer? MayDaySan? Okay. I did some cyber stalking because that's what I'm supposed to do for this show.
There we go. Oh, now I can see the thing. What's up, Tokenie? Okay.
We are having, so for some reference, what MayDaySan's talking about here is we were having a lot of trouble with the stream. We were having trouble setting it up because streaming is fucking annoying, but
reasons.
Yeah, for reasons. Yeah, so wait a minute. So how many channels do you have? Like, I was looking through.
Oh my god, dude. Okay. I gotta explain myself. I owe everyone an explanation. So basically, the entire reason of why I have 3 channels is because I'm a pussy and I don't like to take risks. So basically, look at all this headroom, bro. Look at all this headroom. Hold on. Okay. So basically, now I look like a fruit. Okay. So basically what happened is I was making videos, like comedy videos and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then why did it move? Okay. So I was making comedy videos, and then like eventually I just want to be a person who's just like a personality.
Right.
Like, I don't want to be the guy who just like does comedy videos, right? But I know from experience, and I know from my experience, like if I'm watching a comedy channel and then I wait for their next skit and then they upload a fucking vlog about some random thing, I'm not going to watch that shit. I'm not going to watch that. And I know there's a bunch of creators that I watch, then when they upload vlogs, no one wants to watch that. So basically what I did was like, I wanted MayDaySan to be an experience that was consistent. So whenever you come to MayDaySan, you know exactly what you're going to get. You're going to come here, you're going to watch skits, it's going to be funny as fuck. And that's the point. So then what I was like, instead of uploading other types of content on the channel, I was like, yo, I'm gonna make a second channel. And it's called MayDaySan Talks, which was like my it was my first, it was gonna be my gaming channel, to just be like a gaming commentary channel. And then I realized that it was too restrictive. So I was like, nah, fuck that. I think I'll just do like a random commentary channel. So then basically I just started doing that. I had gameplay in the back, like effortless content. It just like fucking talk about shit. And you have like just off the cuff improv, whatever. And then, yeah, so that was basically that. And then I started uploading gameplay videos. It was just like actual games. And I just started talking about games. And I kind of noticed that everybody didn't like that. And I was like, oh, this kind of waste of time, whatever. And I felt bad. So I was like, I didn't want to promote it. So I was like, whatever, I'm going to separate it again. I'm going to separate it again to MayDaySan Gaming and keep MayDaySan Talks to just talk about Japan shit. And then the problem with that was the MayDaySan Talks channel. Echo. The MayDaySan Talk channel became too restricted for me, and I didn't want to upload content to it because it was just talking about Japan shit. And I was like, now I gotta like talk about edgy shit. And then I started doing some collabs and I have a bunch of recorded podcasts with some friends, and I've never put it up yet because I'm just too lazy. And I said some like controversial shit, and I was like, I don't want to fucking say that, so I don't want to edit it. And then I started my new job, and then it was too busy to work or anything, and I just had to work on the content. And I was like, fuck it. So then I just went back to my channel. And I just started making skits again. I was like, I'm just going to do skits, focus on this. And then the other channels are just kind of there. And then I was like, well, I still want to kind of diversify myself. And then I think it was Andy, talking to Andy, he suggested that you should start live streaming. And I was like, yeah, maybe I should start live streaming. But I had a bad pass with live streaming because I streamed on Twitch. I streamed on Twitch for like 2 years, and then in Japan. And then obviously, here's a quiz for the chat. Where are the viewers on Twitch? That's right, America. And if you are not catering to the Americans in their time zones, you're gonna get you're not getting any viewers. So yeah, basically I've worked massive for that. So I had a bad experience with Twitch, and so I don't know. I think I just randomly decided, I was like, yo, fuck it, I'm gonna just do a live stream. Let's just do it amazing. Let's just do it live. So then I just started streaming on the MayDaySan channel. I was scared. I was like, this is the first time that's not going to have comedy content on here. But then I kind of realized that live streaming was, it's kind of perceived differently from the viewer. So you're not necessarily waiting a week for a video, but a live stream is a good way to interact with the creator that you like and whatever. So I think that kind of justified it for me. And then I just started doing live streaming now to kind of supplement to the main content. And it's really cool because now I actually have not that many viewers, but I've had more viewers on the MayDaySan live stream than I ever did on Twitch. So it's just like, yeah. So instead of having these 3 channels, how do we bring this back? Instead of having 3 channels, basically the gaming channel and the podcast channel have turned into this live stream that goes on the main channel now. So everything's all in one convenient space.
Okay, well, that was quite the explanation. I was not prepared
guys.
for that. No. Okay. First of all, how are you doing that dramatic echo on purpose? Is there like a way you're doing that?
No.
Do you hear that? There's a dramatic echo.
What are you guys talking about?
I guess you'll have to re-listen to this. There's like this certain things you say when you change your
he's talking
voice.
to me.
Then,
what am I going to do?
Like this weird. All right. Okay. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. The next question I've got to ask is, what's Mayday? I know your real name.
Yes.
I can divulge it here, right?
That's fine. I'll tell you the story. So my story is my name is Mason Dayot.
I'm glad you said it.
Yes, Mason Dayot.
and you're from Canada, and
Mayday, Mason Dayot, MayDaySan.
Well, of course. I mean, it's a portmanteau, but is there just one day you're like, you know what? I'm gonna combine both worlds.
You know what it was? I just remembered why I made it. Fuck. Okay. I just remembered where the name came from. So back in old Xbox Live 360 days and stuff, right? So I had so many different names. My first ever name was Asian Kid Maze.
Okay.
Oh my god. And then the second name I had was Tsunami Star. And the next name after that was just like M Dayot. So then I think one day somebody called me like Mayday or something, like a long time ago, like randomly. And then I think that kind of stuck with me. And then basically I had an album. So I used to record music. I still record music, but my very, very first album that I ever made, not my very first album, my very first produced record that I made was called DJ Mayday 808 Ongaku Master. Called DJ Mayday. I don't know why. So then I just kept it Mayday. And then ever since then, the name just had such a good ring to it. It's like MayDaySan, MayDaySan. It just rolls off the tongue, and it's very simple. It's very catchy. It's very unique. And I was like, yo, let's just do this. And it's close to my name. I think I kind of got it from Niga Higa.
Okay.
Where it's like he's Ryan Higa, but he has he has a play on words on his own name. In the wine cone, you remember the wine cone? Do you ever
He's
watch
still
the?
around. I mean, I still
Is
watch
he still
him.
around?
He's still
I don't know if-
around. I don't
He's
think
still
he really
around,
makes
but the
much
wine
stuff,
cone
but-
is an anagram of his own name.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
So
that.
I think I got the idea from that, and it just rolls off the tongue, and yeah.
All right. Well, that solves that mystery, I suppose.
I like Mason. He's your liveliest guest yet. Well, we all love you too, right?
Yeah.
Guys, you gotta love Radri. He's the goddamn host, guys. Stop it.
Thanks. That's why I'm here. Thank you. So wait a minute. I have to ask
Yes.
who is it? Like, you make a lot of skits. Who
Yes.
would you say you get most of your comedic influences from? Like when you make some of these. So like, you have like a vision or anything when you?
Do you want to know? Do you want to know the
I
truth?
do.
Okay, guys, if you watch American YouTube, the real
I do.
YouTube,
The real YouTube. Okay. You heard it here.
I'm talking shit. So if you watch my very first video, not my very first video, but my second video, teaching English in Japan, the ALT video, the one that like everybody knows. Hello, my name is Haru. That one.
Yeah.
If you watch the end of that video and you hear like the boom, the sound, and I start to freak out, and you hear the song, it's like day after day. That song is literally from Long Beach Griffey.
Okay.
So my inspiration for my two major inspirations for the format of my videos at the beginning anyway was number one, Long Beach Griffey, and number two, Caleb City. If you ever watch Caleb City, that guy is a goddamn genius. He's a goddamn genius. Holy crap. So he's a huge inspiration for me. He actually, his formula for doing a really innovative plot twist really inspired me to make my content not A to B, but A to C, if that makes any sense. Right. He's really one of the biggest inspirations for me on that. I would say for my personality wise and like talking right now, that kind of stuff, that I think I get most of my inspiration from probably Niga Higa. I probably say that, like, hey guys, what's going on? Like, that kind of whole thing.
Yeah.
But in terms of the comedy videos, definitely Long Beach Griffey and definitely Caleb City. And I'd probably say Key and Peele is probably a big one for me too.
Okay.
Key and Peele is a really big one for me too.
I also know.
It's the dry kind of specific humor. I really get that from Family Guy, and I think Family Guy and like Rick and Morty, like the very over specified humor, like I really like that, and I really like making things so. I think that's why a lot of people like the videos, because like, oh my god, it's so accurate. Because I like when things are just so accurate, it's funny. So like, I think that's where I get it from, like the Family Guy jump cuts, a little bit of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What else? Yeah, Key and Peele for sure. 2.5 Men. Like a lot of comedy shows that just kind of pick up on. Okay. And I think I'm a man of.
Have you ever considered going into acting or voice acting at any point in your life?
Yes. When I was a kid, when I was like a wee boy, I wanted to be an actor.
Okay.
And the guy who inspired me to be an actor was what was his goddamn name? Who was it? It was either Pierce Brosnan or Jack Black. Probably Jack Black.
I could see Jack Black. Pierce Brosnan's an impressive one.
Man. Fucking Jack Black, man. Like Jack Black. He was a big one for me. I wanted to be an actor, but then I learned that I'm not white, so it's gonna be really hard.
Wait,
and
what?
That's just kind of, it's the reality of Hollywood, bro.
No. I know you're. I know. I was just saying it's. Because sometimes like on a podcast you can't see color.
Also, that guys, I'm not being racist or anything. I'm just fucking memeing. I'm memeing, guys. I'm memeing. Anyone can get into Hollywood if you really try. But I don't know. It just wasn't realistic for me, and I don't know. I don't know. I guess I never pursued it. I did kind of try to pursue voice acting a little bit, but I've never actually practiced it. I've never actually practiced like creating different voices. I can do impressions.
Yeah, no, I mean you got the voices. I mean, like what do they say? Like voice actors, they all start off with like bad impressions of other people.
I think so. I've never actually looked into voice acting and actually like tried to pursue it in a professional way and like actually try to.
Okay.
I've actually tried to pursue music more than I tried to do that. And the thing is, and it's funny that you say impressions, but basically my music channel, which I don't really do anymore, it was basically a Green Day specialist channel. Yeah, and basically all I did at the time, because I couldn't sing at the time, but like I could sing Green Day because Billy Joel's voice is so low and I could do his impression really well. And that's basically how I kind of developed that entire skill set, just like making Green Day songs and trying to make it sound exactly like Green Day in my own house. And then basically that's as far as I've ever gone with doing impressions. And then now I have, MayDaySan, and then I do impressions of my students and people around me and disrespect them. But
anyway. I mean, because here in Japan, you can like join some talent agencies to like get into like advertising. You know about that, right?
No.
You didn't know about that? I mean, I'm part of some
Yo,
of them.
bro, I was an ALT. I can't do shit as an ALT.
Well, I know tons of ALTs who've done it. I mean, ALT was like the best schedule for like, I don't know, acting.
Everything.
Shit. Yeah, because it's kind of flexible and you always finish around 3:00 if you're lucky. Maybe not even
I used
that.
To finish at like 2.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But now I like, my goal for me now is just to work on this channel. Like really, it really is just to kind of just prioritize it the most. And that's kind of what I'm basing my next major job decision on, is like, what is going to allow me to do this channel as the best I can. Sure, I can get a job and be like, hey, oh, look at me, guys. Oh, I'm a MayDaySan. I got a real job. Check me out. Yeah, I got a real job. I make money and get bonus, but I have no time to do anything. But like, it's just, I don't know. That's not it for me. And I'd literally rather work a kaiwa. That's kind of annoying, but it's tolerable. And then spend the rest of my day just fucking making videos and playing Call of Duty.
You got to make that bread, right?
Yeah. Like I don't mind being not rich, but I don't like being fucking, oh my God, I got to live paycheck to paycheck. What am I do next month? Prorated. Oh my God. Like, I don't like that.
Right.
I don't like that. So at least with the Kaiwa, you get more money than ALT. Dude, I was making 220K on ALT, dude.
Well, that's what most people make, isn't it?
Well, like first I was getting 240 and now I'm getting 220.
Well, okay.
So then when I left, and then, dude, the thing was too, when I went to the other job, the real job, like it was, what am I trying to say here? It was only 250. Like it wasn't even that much more. Like if it was like, if it was like 300K or 330.
Yeah.
Like I probably would have tolerated the job more, and I probably would have stuck it out. But I was going to work an hour and a half, a job I hated. I felt like an asshole, and I was only getting paid a little bit more. And then meanwhile, back when I was like still budding ALT guy, I was like, yo, fucking, I'm going to get my health insurance paid. Yeah, I never got my health insurance paid before. Bro, I was paying the same. You're literally paying the same. Like you think for all you people who don't have health insurance, whatever, in Japan, because you only work 29.5 hours. Like literally, you're paying the same because Shakai Hoken is like 60K. And then your company will pay either a quarter of that or half of that. And if they pay half of that, you're paying 30K. And how much were you paying for your health insurance? 30K. So like, guys, it wasn't worth it for me. And honestly, now I kind of realize that I'd rather honestly just teach fucking English and just do what I want to do. Because I think we all get sucked in that whole, what's that heuristic where it's like you let your career define who you are. Okay. So it's like, hey, I'm not a guy. Imagine I said to you, and you already know what I do, right? It's like I said to you, hey, hi, I'm an English teacher, and that's all I do. There's nothing else to me. All right, that's what you judge me based upon. Meanwhile, on the side, I'm making videos, I'm making music, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I play video games. I go for a hike. I don't go for a hike. I ride a bike. I go to the gym. You know what I mean? And I just feel like
I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
That kind of thing is really exemplified here in Japan too, because it's very old school. So it's like, if you're a salaryman, you're a fucking salaryman and you're nothing else. And it's really exemplified in the females, the woman. When you become a mom, you That's it. You lose everything and you are mom. That's it. You are I am not Ayumi Tanaka. I am Nana's no Okasan. I am Nana's mom.
Okay.
This is mom. I am everything. And obviously like the youth of, Japan are mad. They know that's an issue, and that's why they want to work, right? They don't want to retire and just become a housewife, and then people are just telling them, oh yes, you'll be a great housewife in the future, and they're mad about that, right? And I feel like that's a current issue right now in Japan, not only for women, for us too, and as gaijin, right? It's either we're an English teacher, a recruiter, or you got lucky and you're a salary man. So I'm trying to really decide right now, like, what is my identity? And I'm really trying really hard because it's ingrained in you since you're a kid, right? To let your career define who you are. And I'm trying really hard to be like, just because it's a video job doesn't mean you have to take it. Just because it's English doesn't mean you're not doing anything with your life. Right. So that's kind of like the big thing for me right now. And I'm sure a lot of you are thinking in your dreams.
A lot of us are thinking, that's it? We're in our dreams?
Thinking about what I was talking about career. Especially a lot of us who are like ALTs, like, oh, I'm going to do this. My friend the other day was saying like, oh, my life's going nowhere. I'm just an ALT. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I don't have any passions. I'm just like, bro, just work on your passions. Like, what's stopping you? So I'm just like, here's one of my contacts. Go write some fucking articles because I know you like writing essays and stuff, and make it happen. Just do it. And now she actually did it, and hopefully something happens for her because she's like my best friend since high school. And it's cool because we and her lived down the street from each other, and then now we both ended up here in Japan. But she's in like fucking, what is that, Toyota, Nagoya, somewhere up there. Okay. So yeah, I don't actually see her that often, but it's one of those like.
You're talking about a friend of yours. Okay.
Yes, a friend of mine who's going through the same identity crisis.
Well, I don't think you're alone. Most people kind of have this experience where they feel like they're just spinning through their life living here. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's just you.
Yeah, of course not.
Let me ask you something. I wanted to talk about, do you have like a particular vision for your channel right now, or like where kind of direction you want to go with it?
What do you mean direction?
Like, do you feel like I want to reach a certain number of subscribers? I want to make certain kind of videos,
Oh yeah.
Like, what's the overall goal?
I want to be bigger than Chris Abroad.
Okay.
That's like my goal. My ultimate goal in life is to be famous. That's literally my dream. And it took me a long time to realize that. And you know what's funny? You know what's fucking funny?
What's fucking funny?
Before I realized what my dream was, what I wanted to do with my life and what I wanted my end game to be, I wanted my dream to just be, and I know this is cool for some people, but it wasn't for me, was to just be like, oh, I just want to have a stable salary, a family and kids, and just live a normal life, which is fine. Some people want that, and some people are fine with that. But for me, I knew deep in my heart, like I was destined for greatness, and I sound like a fucking cocky asshole, but I knew that like I'm not a normal person. I'm not someone who could just sit in an office and be told what to do and like just be a normal person. And I knew I had much bigger energy and much bigger talents. And I wanted to take advantage of that. And I always knew since I was a kid that I like being the center of attention, and I like performing, and I like acting, and I like being out there. So I knew it was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to pursue it. I'm going to try and become famous. And I work at that every day. And, I say no to a lot of people. Yo, you want to go out for drinks? Nope. I'm working on this video. You want to go out for drinks? Nope. Working on this video. You want to go out for drinks? You want to go? No. You want to go? I'm working on this video. You want to go out for drinks? No. I'm going to work on this video. You'd be wondering why I keep saying drinks, because that's all you can do here in Japan for fun. But yeah, my goal is to, like be big, and the ideal goal is to like, make a living off YouTube and just be what I want to be. But I'm not stupid, so I want to be able to diversify my content as early as I can, so that I don't have to do the same thing over and over again. But I want to be a multifaceted person, so I could be like Niga Higa. He can pretty much do whatever he wants, and you will give him the views, and just be a personality. That's the end game for me, because I'm a man of phases, and I'll eventually get tired of something if I keep doing it over and over. Hontou ni bikkuri shita. But
What?
I want to be able to do multiple different things and, just enjoy my life, and have fun while living and not having to do that when I'm 65.
Oh, well, it
That's
seems
my
like
vision.
you make a lot of videos that are like kind of like gaijin stuff that I think only like gaijins who live here would get. Like,
Yeah,
you think you're gonna like diversify your content a bit so it's like
I
people in
have
the
to.
US can. Yeah, I guess you have to, right?
What's weird? I never intended for any of these of the US. I was about to say these US people, any of the Americans to actually like the content.
Okay.
But those people are kind of just they're kind of just outliers of the content. So like my focus is Japan, obviously, and then whoever else likes it's whatever. But I guess you would have to, but I think you can still have some success if you just dominate your little niche here. And it's quite ironic. I think I've not already dominated, but I think I've already made my presence known in the ALT kind of niche.
Okay.
So then I kind of capped at like 1,000 subscribers or something like that. I capped there
Right.
at 900 and I was there for like weeks. And then when I left my job and I was like, okay, I'm not making English videos anymore. I'm just going to make general Japan videos again. And then that's kind of what blew up. And it was crazy with that visa video. And I had no idea that visa video. You saw the visa video, right?
Yeah, that's the one where you're like trying to get a new visa and you keep getting denied.
That video, like I was on my way to the gym. I was on my bicycle. I was like, yo, that's fucking funny. I came back and I played fucking Call of Duty for 3 hours. Like, oh, I guess I'll make this goddamn video. I made the video. I edited it up. I started like fucking around with the subtitles. I was like, I don't care about this video. I put it up. I didn't even care about it. And then I think ALT Insider, James from ALT Insider, he shared it. And then I noticed it was like 11 o'clock at night.
ALT and James.
Yeah. So James, he shared it, and then another person shared it. I was like, okay, well, wow, it's it's doing well, whatever. And then I went to bed and I woke up and it was like popping off. I was like, what the fuck? And then I kept getting notifications, everything just blowing up. And then it was crazy. I was like, holy shit, I'm actually going viral. Holy fuck, I'm going viral. It's actually happening. And it was crazy because a lot of these people aren't even from Japan.
Huh.
Like that visa content was able to reach people from like Vietnam, Malaysia, I think some person in like Italy, like anyone who dealt with like some sort of visa issue was able to relate to that video. And I was like, holy shit. And I didn't even expect that. And I think I was lucky. With that. Because I think because I've tried doing general comedy before and it's just too hard to find on social media. No one's going to find it, right? You have to start the niche. And then, but I was lucky with that. And then I tried my hand at it again. I was like, okay, let me try this really clip from this old video, Nihongo Jozu desu ne. And that one's still popping off. So I think like the next step for me is not to just go overseas and trying to appeal to everyone overseas, but at least appeal to outside that little niche of English teachers and try to appeal to just everyone in Japan. And then the next goal after that would be to appeal to Japanese people. Because then that's the next step. But that's a hard one. And I think the only one who's actually successfully done that is probably Dogen, because his videos are in Japanese and, it's about Japanese intricacies and stuff. So a lot of Japanese people like his content. But for me, I'm very just gaijin focused, and I've I've kind of made the content now so where it's like, it's funny for Japanese people if you get it, but it's even funnier if you're a gaijin, especially with the subtitles. Right. Like I'll say it, like the videos I do in Japanese are the most fun to do because I'll say it in Japanese, but then I'll like I'll change the subtitles for like just random shit or just like different or what they really mean behind their words, and it's just like 10 times funnier for a gaijin. And I think that's like the new value in the comedy of what I found, and Japanese people will be able to understand it too. Like they'll understand at face value, and if they have the premium MayDaySan DLC pass, then you can understand like the gaijin humor as well. But I don't know, at the same time my comedy is very sarcastic and it's very dry sometimes. Right. And more recently I've kind of tapped into some commentary about Japanese society, got a little bit edgy, and I think I always think in the back of my head, because I always want to target Japanese people at the end of the day, because they're the ones who fucking live here, right? And the market is like up to 110 million. So it's like I try not to piss them off. So
Okay.
I usually do a Nihon like a Nihonjin check with my girlfriend. I'd be like, okay, do you think this would piss someone off? Like I was gonna do a video about like the typhoons. About the typhoon. It's like there's a guy blowing, he's like and then the guy comes up to him, he's like, yo, and he's like, yo, he's just like, Hajibus, what are you doing? And he's like, this is like, I don't know, what do you think I'm doing? He's like, yo, it's Friday. Wait till tomorrow so everyone can like go to work on Monday. It's like, oh, okay, you're right. So I was gonna do a video like that, but then I ran it by my girlfriend, and she was like, that would piss me off. Just the entire premise of just you talking about typhoons would probably piss someone off, and it would probably piss me off. I was like, yeah, you're probably right. I was also gonna do another video about earthquakes. About how like a small earthquake for Japanese people, they're just like sitting there and then like everything's shaking, but they're chilling. And then for a guy, Kokujin, like, oh my god, blah blah blah. But then she was like, 3/11 happened, so that's there's a lot of people who have trauma with that. So I'm like, oh my god, you're right. So there's actually a lot of content I don't make because I'm at the mercy of Japanese people because they can probably deport my ass or cancel me very quickly. Yeah, and if you ever want to be in the media, saying stuff like that, you wish. Hontoni bikkuri shita, but
What is your opinion about the state of comedy these days?
In what, Japan?
I guess worldwide. I don't know,
dude. Comedy's fucking.
Do you think it's dying as like everybody else?
It's not dying. It's just like you can't say shit anymore. I'm actually like I'm happy I don't live in America. Because cancel culture is really huge there. Yeah. And people get offended so badly over there. And it's just like, holy shit. But at the same time, because that cancel culture is there. Yeah. The people like Dave Chappelle who go against the grain and call that shit out and go beyond the whole triggered thing and be like savage as fuck. That's even funnier now. Like I would watch Dave Chappelle and his new Netflix series, and he's just like politically incorrect, and it's just like so funny because there are so many people who are gonna get mad at that, but they can't do anything about it because it's just a joke. But I do feel it. I feel it that it's risky to do any kind of comedy now because like one wrong move, and someone will try to cancel you, and there's like nothing you can do. Either A, you apologize, or just own it up and do like, yo, fuck you, I don't give a shit. But yeah, comedy is, I think it's, I don't think it's dying, but I think it's taking on, it has to take on a new form that doesn't.
I think what's really happened is you've seen that Key and Peele episode where, what is it? They're both texting each other and then they both misunderstand the tone of their conversation.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like comedy has become. It's like we misunderstand the tone of comedy because we see it through text. Like, yeah, I'm fine, guy, whatever. Like, okay. Like at the end of the episode, and like he pulled like a nail bat or something at the bar. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A good episode. I'll link that below if anybody wants to see that.
Yeah, but comedy is just kind of, it's still fun. It's almost like playing a game of, I've never actually played that game, so I can't make that reference. It's like playing hot potato. I want to say game of Risk. It's risky, but it's like risky to do comedy now, and it's like it's almost exciting because you never know who you're gonna piss off. Oh, and any publicity is good, but it's fun as long as you're having fun. But like, I feel like if I ever try to get canceled, actually, someone did try to cancel me once, but I couldn't prove otherwise.
Can you tell us what it was about?
Oh my god.
You don't have to get into it here if you don't want.
So fucking that Visa video, right?
Okay.
You know how the first joke was like Junkin?
Yeah.
He's like, Sasho good, Junkin, 0.5-year visa. So I had a conversation with this chick 4 months ago. And we talked about that lightly. She's like, yeah, it's probably like rock, paper, scissors, how they give you the visa. I was like, yeah, that's great. That's a fucking video deal. Yeah, oh my God. I said that, like I thought it was cool and whatever. Like literally 4 months after that, I told you I made that video. I just on my bicycle and I just fucking randomly made it. She's like, and it goes viral. It goes viral. Okay. It starts blowing up. And then she doesn't watch the video. She was a big fan of my videos. And then she'd always watch it all the time and make comments on the Facebook page. Okay. That's key information on the Facebook page where your name is on there and your profile is on there. So there's no anonymity on Facebook, which is why a lot of Japanese people don't like to use Facebook. But anyway, no anonymity. So she posts on this thing. He's like, oh, thanks for using my rock, paper, scissors idea. I didn't think you would actually take it. Oh my God. So funny.
Wait, that's the reason why they're angry?
And I was like, and then I was like, oh shit, I do remember we had a conversation. I wrote here, I do remember we had that conversation. Thank you for the inspiration. I acknowledged her. I wasn't gonna say like, oh no, it's my idea, fucking bitch. Like, yeah, you know what? That's fair, because I couldn't prove otherwise. Because we had the conversation, right? We had the conversation. We could take screenshots. I was like, fine, whatever, you can do that. And then she's like, oh, you know, I don't want anything from you, but since I work in IT and people steal my games all the time, watch out, somebody's gonna fucking sue you one day. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay. And then she goes on Instagram. She starts blasting me on Instagram. I was like, look at this. And no, so I posted an apology to her the next day, like a Facebook or like a private message. I posted like sincere apology, like, yo, I didn't mean to take your content, blah, blah. That's not what it means at all, blah, blah, blah. You know, I was very sincere about it. Thought she read it. So then I made an official statement because there's a lot of clout going on. I made an official statement that was obviously like very official, very ambiguous, and wasn't very, you know, specific about anything. Just saying like, I don't steal people's content. If I do that, you know, I'll put their credits in there if I intentionally draw inspiration from it. And I had proof of a video that I did that. So then she posts on Instagram and tags me like, look at this fake ass apology. Oh my God. Why don't you show the fans the real truth? Why don't you show them the conversation we really had? I was like, did you not read my thing? She blocked me. So she couldn't read my message. I was like, oh my God, holy shit. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this bitch. Okay. So then she's like, post the story, post the conversation and tell the fans to see what they really think. So I was like, okay, fuck it, whatever. This is during Typhoon Hajibis. And I was like, okay, fuck it. So I posted it on Facebook and I posted the conversation that, you know, that we talked about it. I was like, guys, I stole her content. And everyone except her friends, her posse, everyone's like, yeah, she's a fucking idiot. Yeah, she's fucking dumb. She has no right here. And she's like, oh my God. Oh my God, you're stealing my content. Oh my God, glad it's working out. And all her friend posse, I could tell her friend posse was getting around there too. Look at this guy being a baby, blah, blah, blah. It's like, why don't you acknowledge me and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll acknowledge you. So I put her on fucking blast because I was pissed off because she was challenging my integrity. I put her on fucking blast. And I was like, this is her name. She made this video and she wants that acknowledgement. And then she's like, oh no. Now you've endangered me on your channel. Now if somebody attacks me, you're liable because you've endangered me. First of all, I'm like, you posted on my Facebook page as your name. So you wanted, and you were asking for attention. You wanted credit for it under your name. So that's a bunch of fucking bullshit because you wanted this. You literally wanted this. You had it under your name. You asked for credit twice after I gave it to you. And now that I'm telling everyone about you being a bitch, now all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I have to change my name now. I'm fucked. I'm going to get fucking raped. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, holy shit. But then obviously I had to think about it. I was like, oh my God, I have to save face here because I have to be professional about it. So I was like, I just put her name in the credit at the bottom. And I was like, this video was inspired by a fan. I got her contact through her friend and I sent her a screenshot of the apology that I sent her at 9 o'clock in the morning. So she can't bullshit. And then, yeah, her friends were like, yeah, she's being crazy. And apparently this bitch, she's not a bitch anymore. I'm just riled up. She has a reputation for trying to cancel people in the community. She has that reputation.
Wait a minute. Is this somebody everybody knows?
Not somebody everybody knows.
This isn't a famous YouTuber.
No, she's not famous at all. She's a fucking nobody, but she's not a fucking nobody. Everybody has value, but she's not famous. But she's known in the little community to try and cancel people. And she's crazy. So I kind of left it at that. I left her like, I just want peace. I'm sorry for what I did. I shouldn't have called you out your name. I was being immature. You know, I was being an asshole too. I was riled up. In my defense, she was attacking my integrity. So I kind of validated there, but yeah, so I kind of left it at that, and it's been chill ever since. So that was the time I almost got canceled. And then I found out she's not even a content creator. So I found out that like I did some research legally. It's like just because someone tells you idea
Legally.
and they don't make anything, and if they don't make anything published out of it, they have no copyright or legal right to that idea at all. So if I told you right now, Radri, and I said like, oh man, this lipstick is so cool, and you made a video talking about cool lipstick, I can't be like, remember that stream, motherfucker? You remember that shit? When I talked about lipstick, you motherfucking bitch. I can't do that unless I said like this, and then I took this video and I made a video about it. Then I would have some ground because I had a published work, but she had literally nothing. It was a conversation we had. And the thing was, I thanked her and gave her credit. What did she want? She wanted to see me fall because it was going viral, I suppose. She was just jealous, or I don't understand. Like, holy, like if it wasn't doing that well, would she have cared? Probably not. And it's weird. It felt like a top 10 anime show because she was such a big fan and she was a big supporter of my content before. And then she got petty. And it's such a shame. But
do you have a Patreon?
I do. I have I have like a one person.
One person.
I was supposed to make oh shit, I totally forgot to make the content for that. But on my Patreon, all my memes, I made I called them the MayDaySan DLC pack 1, 2, and 3. And they're basically 9 ringtones you could put on your iPhone and Android of all my famous memes on the thing. Like, hello, my name is Haru. I am Gorilla. Nihongo sugoi desu ne. Like all that stuff. Like it's like little ringtones. And I was like, whatever, gotta give these guys the content, whatever. And then I supposed to make another video for them, but then life got busy and I haven't done that. And I should really do that probably tomorrow. But I've been playing too much Call of Duty.
Oh, is that like your go-to stream game, Call of Duty?
Dude, I'm just addicted. No, my what did I used to play back when I was doing Twitch? I like FPS a lot.
Okay.
Like in terms of fun for me, like if I'm having fun on stream, then everyone is having fun on stream. Oh, so I like to play what's fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
FPS.
Yeah, first person shooters. So I used to play that's a TPS, but Fortnite, I did that for a bit. We did Overwatch for a while. I did a bunch of that stuff. And I just really tend to like those games. But my favorite games to actually stream that breed the most engagement would be like a single player game, because you can like kind of just stop and just talk to everybody and engage with the chat. But my number one go-to game for chill, chat, and talk about stories is MapleStory. Like, have you ever heard of MapleStory?
No.
You've never heard of MapleStory?
I'm piping it in now. Jeez.
MapleStory is like 2006. Anyway, it's an old 2D scroller game, MMORPG. One of the very first like 2D scroller famous MMORPGs. And it's such a brain dead game. All you do is grind and kill monsters and do that for like 2 hours. So I could literally just brainlessly sit there and just talk to the chat. And that's probably one of my favorite games to play on stream. But I'm a fucking COD show right now. So
is this an iPhone game? The hell?
It was, but it does have an iPhone part of it.
Oh, I see. Microsoft Windows too.
Huh. Yeah. It's a computer game. It's very old, but it's still being updated to this day. But anyway, yeah, that's my go-to game for it's like super chill. I also did streams. I used to do music streams. So I used to do like live performances on stream. I used to do mixing on stream. So I would mix a song and I'd write I'd also write songs on stream. So like I'd write a song on the stream. We'd record the entire song, get the rough mix of the song, and have a finished product. And that would take like 3 hours. Those are really fun to do. I don't know if I'd want to do that on this channel though, because this channel is more like, I don't know. I guess I could do whatever I want because it's just a personality stream. It's not really a gaming stream or anything like that. Sometimes I'll just sit there and I'll just talk to everybody and just tell stories. But
people enjoy that.
Yeah, they do. It's surprising. People like to engage. Like if you've ever been a viewer on Twitch and then that streamer like responds to your comment,
true. Yeah,
it's like, holy shit, oh my god, he responded to me. Oh Jesus Christ. This is like, yeah, high school actually. It was released in 2003. Oh, my light died. Oh shit.
Your light died?
Oh, do not run these on full power.
Oops.
I am the dark and the light. But anyway, I feel like I've been talking too much about me.
No, it's okay. I mean, that's
I'm the
why
guest.
the title of the show is called MayDaySan.
Being
So,
the guest. Oh, you have any other questions? Because I
yeah,
just feel like I've been rambling and not letting you do anything.
No. I'm quite enjoying this. I want to go back to that person who tried to cancel you.
Yeah.
You're familiar with like the term joke thief, right?
No.
Like some people have been accusing other like comedians of being joke thieves, of like using the same joke that somebody else used. But I don't know. My personal opinion is that it's fair game. You know, when there's no patents on jokes. You know?
Yeah, and it was such a broad joke. Like, bro, I had that conversation about rock, paper, scissors in Japan like fucking 3 years ago. It was like one of the first conversations I've had in Japan. Like, it's not exclusive to you. Like, an idea means nothing if you've done nothing with it.
Yeah, well, I think you handled the situation pretty well.
Yeah, I fucked up by stooping down her level, but she was being a bitch, so I was like, play fire with fire. I won, but you know.
Well, okay, this actually brings me to another thing I want to talk about. How much do you think we should let our viewers dictate like our content
on stream or on
just in general? I mean, like what we put up, what we
there's
upload.
A fine balance. It depends on your goals. To be honest, there's a fine balance. I'm sitting like this, so I should move this over here now.
Okay.
Honestly, like there is a balance between making what you want to make and answering what the fans want. A good example is this, from my content anyway. So my latest video was Q Shoku Aru Aru, which is a school lunch. And people have been asking for that video since April.
All right.
And I never made it. I never made it because I didn't want to make it. I don't know why I wanted to make it, because I wanted to make what I wanted to make. I had a bunch of other ideas. I wanted to make that, and I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And I think you guys will enjoy this instead. And they did. And then I finally made Kyushoku Aru Aru, which is what the people wanted. And there was another video, Aikaiwa Aru Aru. I did not want to make that video at all. It took me so long to make that video, but I know there was a lot of people who wanted to see that video too. So it was kind of like, there are some videos that I make where it's like, this is my growth video. This is going to be like the cash cow video. And then there are some videos that I make that are like purely for me. And then there are some videos that are just like, you know, a good compromise between both of them. And I think that's the key. Like you have to make something that the people want, or at least want somewhat in that same area, but also make what you want to make. Because if you just let them control what you make the entire time, then it's going to become a job to you, and it's not going to be fun. And
oh yeah, definitely.
Once you lose the passion for it, they're going to see that. And then who wins in the end? Nobody, right? So there's a fine balance, but there is definitely some times where you have to like kind of boost your channel, and you got to make the fan service video. Like a lot of my school videos are fan service videos, because my comedy, my videos, my channel is built on ALT videos. That's how it started. So a lot of the core fan base want to see more of those videos, but I've been kind of straying away from that because I wanted to kind of diversify my content, you know, to kind of future-proof myself. But whenever I do make a school video, they pop off because there's a lot of people who relate to that stuff. And that's kind of what my channel's niche is about. So I know when I make this video, I know this is going to do well because I know there's people that will enjoy this. And it's kind of cynical. It's kind of cynical, and it's kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up because you kind of understand the psychology of people, and you kind of like low key manipulate them. Not manipulate them, but like you maybe it's empathy. I don't know, but like you kind of understand what they want. And it's pretty fucked up. This is pretty fucked up. And I'll tell you guys on stream here. I don't know why I'm saying it on my stream, but maybe it's better here. But basically,
you can get away with more here,
that ALT video, the very first ALT video, like teaching English to Japan, I intended that video to become viral. Like I knew it was going to be, because I designed it that way. Because I knew that there was going to be an audience that wanted this, that wanted to see this, that can relate to this, that knew this. And then I paid $10 with the credit and targeted specific people, and I knew that it was going to do well. I didn't think it was going to do that well. I thought it was going to get maybe like a couple, maybe a couple 100 views or 500 views, but I knew it was going to do. I made that video with intention. And that's basically what this channel was, to make videos with intention, because I've spent years I've been on YouTube since 2011 or 13 or something like that. And
Okay.
I've made content for years for like nobody. Right. And I think a lot of us content creators feel that, right? When you spend 40 hours on a video, and you get like 1 view, 5 views. And it's you just watching it over and over.
It always happens.
And we feel that. And I learned a tough lesson. And that lesson is, it doesn't matter.
Never try.
The customer doesn't care. The consumer doesn't care how much work you put into it. They care if the result is good. Right.
Okay.
So
something good to take from this.
Yeah, it's like they don't care. Like it's really for example, I made that ALT video in like 5 minutes. Like if you watch it, it's all in one take. I made it in like 5 minutes, just whatever. But I knew people were gonna like it, and I just did that. And I was like, whatever. I know someone's gonna like this, and it worked.
That's the one that's like the different types of ALTs, right?
No. My very first video is it's me walking into it's like Canada equal to America. Like that's like I call that my debut video that everybody kind of just references.
Okay.
But that video, I made that with intention, and I made it as efficiently as possible. I made it really quick, but I knew it was going to do well because I knew it was a very targeted audience. It was a very, very targeted audience. And I was like, this is what you got to do. Because I made a video back in my old streaming days where I used to make YouTube videos. I spent 48 hours on this super funny video. I thought it was funny for myself. It has like 5 views to this day. And it's like, well, that was a fucking waste of time. And another thing is too, if you're a musician, you feel this. You feel this hard. You spend so much time. Guys, I put so much of my heart and soul into this video, into this song. And I hope you enjoy it. No one's listening to your song, bro. No one's gonna listen to your fucking song. Okay. Like, bro, you feel that hard. And then when I was in audio engineering, people in like the community would talk about, oh, I use this type of gear. I use this really expensive compressor. I use this really expensive console. I use this really expensive thing. I use a specific technique to do this and do that. And here I am just like, I use this digital plugin. I put in a preset here and I just kind of tweak it, blah, blah, blah. And no one can tell the difference. The song is good. They like it. Right. Do you ever listen to a song, Radri, and say like, oh shit. Oh, that's banging. Yo, is that an LA2A compressor on that vocal? Oh shit. Into an NA. Oh, a Neve 1073. Oh, I feel that saturation at 10.5. Like nobody. Like
I don't know enough about
exactly. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. Right. About how much work you put into something. They only care about if it's good. And that's just the reality of things. Like, let's say you get this iPhone case, bro. Right? And it's like, oh, this iPhone case it fucking sucks. That could have been made by a fucking slave child in Uganda or some shit who only has to get water from the well like 20 miles away. And you throw that shit out because it isn't good enough. Right? That's just like kind of the reality of like humanity. Which is like we don't really care what's behind closed doors unless we actually see it and then begin to empathize with it, which is also a good part of humanity. But we don't empathize with. We have the tendency to not empathize with content creators unless you are a content creator yourself and you understand that. Which is kind of the same thing with like why a waitress. Like somebody who previously worked in the restaurant industry will understand what it's like to be a waitress, and which is why they'll treat them nice, blah, blah, blah. But for a person who's never worked in the industry and doesn't give a shit, they're going to treat them like shit because they don't care. They don't understand what it's like, right? And that's just human nature. We empathize with people, but if we don't have any reason to empathize with them, then we don't care. So to bring that back to content creation, it really comes down to the results matter more than the work you put in. You can spend 20 hours working on this video and no one's going to watch it. And then what? You made it for yourself. And then some people say, oh, I don't make these videos for you guys. I make it for me. Then why the fuck did you upload it? Why the fuck you didn't watch it on your Windows media player? Right? It's just like, watch it on your fucking iPod. It's just like, don't give me any of that bullshit. All right? Don't give me any of that bullshit. And I've been through that for so long. And which is why like now I'm just like fucking ecstatic that even some people really genuinely care about my content. And it's fucked up. And it's fucked up because I didn't manipulate them, but I used that knowledge of, people not caring about how much work you put into something and just enjoying what it is. Which is why I think that's why Vine was so popular, because it was so effortless, and that's why those like 5-second memes are so fucking funny and they go viral.
Yeah.
But they're fucking effortless. Like there's no work that's put into that shit. It's just a guy filming his thing going like this, like, and it's funny because it's relatable, and that's all that matters. And that's all that matters in this current digital generation culture. That's all that fucking matters, is that it's relatable, people enjoy it. And that's it. You know what I mean? So, and then obviously, like, there are some pieces of content that are like so fucking visually amazing, and it's just like, fuck, this is awesome. Like, I genuinely enjoy this shit. But that's very rare. That's very rare. You know what? If you go on YouTube right now and you search up like the Japan YouTube and what the #1 trending video is, it's either going to be fucking somebody eating a lot of food, B, somebody like opening some product, or C, a prank video. Like, dude, it takes no effort to make a fucking video about you eating food other than you eating fucking food. And then some people are like, oh my God, I got to make sure this frame is good. Oh, 29. Oh, should I go 48 FPS or 24 FPS? I mean, there is, I'm not knocking people who have a passion for it. But like I said before, it depends on your goals. If your goal is to actually get people to watch your content and actually like make something of it, you have to be as efficient as possible, super efficient, automate your workflow and get that shit out and make it relatable. And that's it, dude. That's literally all it is. I see so many people just making such artsy videos that no one will care about unless it's that particular niche. But then they're not even targeting that niche. They're trying to just give it to everybody, right? But if they were to target that particular niche of people who like psychedelic LED music, then it would probably do well, right? If I were to get my ALT videos and slap it to people like someone in Wisconsin and be like, yo, that's funny as fuck, right? They don't give a shit, right? People like what's relevant to them, which is why I kind of put myself in a trap where it's like, now I'm kind of stuck. I knew it was coming. It's like, if I make this move and I stop making general content, which is what I was doing for years, and start doing a specific niche, it's going to end with this niche. And I was like, am I going to do it? Yes. And I just did it. But then when I was there, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this for a bit, do this for a few weeks, get some more traction. And eventually I'll start just, bait and switch people. But I know bait and switching doesn't work because you have to like slowly integrate it. If you just bait and switch people and like throw up a vlog, no one's going to watch that shit, dude. It just comes out of left field. So that's why I'm in that transition process now where I'm trying to slowly sell myself as a person rather than my skits, and that's the end game goal. If you can make a living by just being yourself, I think you've fucking done it. You've made it, right? You don't have to put on a character. You're gonna do anything. You just go like, hey guys, what's going on today? We are gonna talk about this guitar pick. Holy shit! And you get like a bunch of people just like liking that shit because they just like you. And I think that's the end game for any content creator.
Like PewDiePie or something.
Yeah, like he used to do horror videos, right? Where he's going up that staircase. I was like the first video I ever saw that guy. And now what is he? I don't even know what he fucking does. He just does a whole bunch of shit.
What's the game?
Yeah. I forgot what it was called. He's just walking up the stairs. And he actually stole that from Toby Turner, Tobuscus. He stole that shit from Tobuscus.
You're part of the cancel culture now.
Yeah, and then Tobuscus got canceled.
Oh,
but
okay.
But
I don't know who that is, but all right.
You don't know who Tobuscus is? Like Tobuscus, Minotaur, and then don't you know that cashews grow on a fruit? I don't know. I forgot. But anyway,
I guess I gotta look that
Sorry,
up.
I'm on that fucking spiel, guys.
No,
I'm just spitting facts. I'm just spitting facts from my experience, and I studied marketing, so I'm pretty fucking cynical, and I kind of know what companies do to like it's kind of a curse. Like I can look at an ad. I can look at an ad and I know exactly what kind of person they're trying to target. It's pretty fucked up because when you study, I don't know if you ever studied marketing or at least a little bit of it, but basically,
not really.
You can get down to fucking it's called a psychographic. So you have demographics, which is like age, sex, whatever. Geographics, which is where they're from, which is also demographic. And then you have psychographics. So psychographics is where it gets pretty fucked up. So basically what you'll do is you'll be like, so you make a proposal and you go like, okay, here is my product, premium malts. And you'll go like this. Okay, so our target market is a guy named Jim who goes to work, probably goes to work at 9 o'clock in the morning, has a really bad boss, has a really shitty life, and he doesn't really trust anybody. And his wife is fucking cheating on him. His daughter hates him. And every day at 7 o'clock, he goes to the same bar. So what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade his life. We're going to upgrade his life and give him the premium malts. And we're going to use this color. We're going to use blue because blue is a naturally calming color that'll make us trust him. And then use gold to show that, we're a premium brand. So then when he comes in, and then we're also going to couple it with a couple ad campaigns showing camaraderie to kind of, get through his loneliness that he's really feeling in Japan. And that's where we're going to put it right here at 6 o'clock. And like, that's how fucking specific marketing gets. And it's really fucking scary. And I'm pretty glad, I'm actually happy I learned that shit at school because that's what I studied. But like, you can use it for good or evil. Like, I'm aware of it, but I'm also not afraid to use some of it. But at the same time, like, I'm not a fucking asshole, which is why I didn't like my job at the sales position, because that's basically what it was. And the GM admitted it. He's just like, yeah, you're basically manipulating people into buying our stuff. And when they really had no business in doing that, and you had to convince them, it's like, yeah, this is why you need this. And yeah, you could be like, yeah, be the friend first and be this, blah, blah, blah. And you could do all this, be the chum, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, there is an ulterior motive that I want something from you. And I could not be that person. And I think having that knowledge, I just couldn't do that. And like, I can't sit here and manipulate people. Right. Yeah. And even it's not even something I believe. And it's like, yeah, I guess I do that to some extent with my content now because I've done that. Like, I know my audience. I know what it's like to be LT. I know exactly what they're going to do every day. I know that they're going to have free time. I know when to upload, what kind of content to make, at what time of the year to make it, because I know right now they're getting ready for Christmas and exams. So I should probably make a video that is around to that area. So having that understanding of your market down to a psychological level is really going to help you focus in on your audience and get your content focused, very, very focused. But make sure you use it for good and not to fucking manipulate people who don't need that shit. And I think I'm a little bit excused here because I think it's something that people genuinely enjoy. And I'm not shoving it down their face and they're not buying anything, right? They're not risking anything. They just fucking watch it. Maybe they use their time. I guess you can argue that. But at least it's something I believe in. And I think it's genuinely good for, my audience. It's not just like, hey guys, I know you like my videos, but please, I think you need a fucking guitar pick to pick your ass all day. Like, I'm not.
You really want a brand deal, huh? Wait to do that brand deal. Yeah, that's why I listen to Audible. Audible as a great.
Oh my god!
We'll give you $15 in your bank tomorrow,
dude. I got a sponsorship, not a sponsorship offer, but like a collaboration offer for like this really unrelated fucking brand. It's like, yo, I love your content. Could you like make a video or a post about our books? I'm like, how the fuck? I don't know. What the fuck? My channel has nothing to do with books. I don't know. I wouldn't even use it. I wouldn't sponsor it if I didn't even have interest in using the product. It was like a brand where it's like, pay $28 a month and you get a bunch of English books, but English ebooks per month. I'm like, I wouldn't even. I'd rather just use like Blinkist, which is like $20 a month for like really good books. So it's just like, no, no. So I'm not ready to sell my soul yet for that. I don't even know what kind of sponsorship deals I would even get with my type of content. I don't even know if anyone would even want to. I'm
sure you can get like the usual ones you're seeing like with these bigger channels like NordVPN or I don't know.
Yo, man, do you know Linus Tech Tips?
Why does that sound familiar?
Anyway, that guy, he does like tech tips videos, and the way he's made his videos is like he can plug almost any fucking sponsor just the way he stylized it. He would like this, okay guys, so we're gonna talk about the new Mac OS. But first, use VPN. And he does it in a jokingly way that people have learned to accept. So like he gets sponsors for days just because it's so easy to plug.
Huh.
I prefer Audible.
You reading the chat?
Yeah. I like Blinkist because I'm not gonna read a whole fucking book, dude. All I really want is the main idea of the book. That's literally it. And I've learned so much. For like the past month, I've just read them, and I guess get so much pieces of knowledge, and you use it. I'm not gonna sit there for fucking 3 hours, dude. You can't make me sit there for 3 hours and forget half the content. I'd rather play Call of Duty.
like notes or something, like a Harry Potter, like Lord Voldemort takes over school. The end, or tries to.
Yeah, they're like 15-minute reads, and they just have like the main ideas of it. It's pretty much Cliff Notes, but it's really good. I would encourage you all to try it. It's like 7 days for free. And just try it and read something, dude. And it's really good. It's really good.
See, you sold something already.
There you go. Sold something already. But you don't have to. Anyway. Mason, what advice would you have for someone moving to Japan who wants to make videos?
Who says
How about you, Radri? What would you say? What would you say?
Advice for someone? Is that a question? Videos.
Yeah.
What is your advice for somebody to make videos? Say the question again.
Who wants to move to Japan and make videos?
Just do it. I don't know. I mean, you've been a little child. If you've been in a if you've been in a family with more, if you have brothers and sisters, and you figured out a way on how you get attention in your family, then you're good to make videos. That's what it is. I mean, basically, what YouTube is like appealing to the zeitgeist of our times. So you kind of have to figure out something to get people's attention. I mean, I'd say MayDaySan does a pretty good job with his videos. I mean, he's on the show, so I mean,
one of my main philosophies for making videos about Japan was to make sure I was doing something that nobody else was doing.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
And that is, and I've heard from a lot of people that like my videos just solely based that I'm not being a fucking J vlogger. Because it's the most cringe shit, and everybody is doing it. Everybody is doing it.
Saturated now. It's like it's not even special anymore.
And honestly, like you have to make content that's interesting for you and is unique, and that is really hard for people to replicate or do as well as you. So if I were to ever make a J-Vlog video, someone please fucking shoot me. Because like I would like, dude, everybody is doing that. And I would recommend right now, if you want to make videos in Japan and stand out, you need to do something that nobody else is doing. Or do it in a way, do what they're doing, but do it better and do it in a unique way. So for example, let me just go off the fucking cuff here. Let's say you wanted to make a J-Vlog video about eating fucking sushi. Okay, so most people will be like this. Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to eat sushi at a sushi bar. I've been in Japan for 15 years and I'm going to show you how to eat sushi. Come on, let's go. So basically what you could do instead is you could be like, I don't even know. That's kind of hard. See, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. I don't even know how you would even do that. I don't even know how you would even do that. But basically, just don't do this. Hey, guys. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I guess you would have to do it in a unique filming way, or maybe a funny ass voiceover. Like, kind of play to your strengths and what you're good at doing, and bring that into the content.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Just don't do what everyone else is doing, because no one's gonna watch it. Trust me. But you also have to do things that are kind of trending a bit. Hold on, 1 second.
Yeah. So just kind of be the albino in the beam of the flashlight.
I got it.
So to say. All right. So I wanted to ask, how has YouTube been a great resource for you at all? Has it opened any doors for you?
Me?
Yeah. So far, I mean, you've been doing the MayDaySan channel for like what, a year now?
No, I've done it since April. Only half a year now. What has it done for me?
Yeah, is it like
It got me that job.
It got you the job.
It got
Okay,
me
just
that
like,
job.
hey guys, here's my channel. You should hire me.
Basically what happened was I made that video. And then hold on, I'm trying to. There you go.
MayDaySan's adjusting.
I made that video, and then I shared it on Facebook. I paid money to get it viral on Facebook. It got viral to that company's page. And then they're like, "Oh shit! Oh jeez, this guy's content is it's so good. Oh, we got to take advantage of this guy. Yeah." So then they messaged me, and they're like, "Yo, we really like your content. We're wondering if you want to make articles about it on our channel." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I guess. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah." So then I started making articles on that website with my videos, because they thought my videos had a lot of human power. And then I'm like, okay, I was like, hey, you know what? We actually have a gig for you in this prefecture, and we thought like your personality would be really cool if you wanted to go there. I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. It's a free travel, yeah. So I went there, and then after that, I met everybody, and I kind of like networked my way, and they're like, yeah, you'd be really good in this position. I was like, yeah, I don't know, fucking yeah. So then I pretty much used that network to send my resume and skip the entire screening phase, and then go straight to the interviews. And then they already kind of knew me. I already knew everybody on the team mostly, and I guess they knew that they could use my content for, from a business standpoint. They could be like, oh, now we don't have to pay him. We can just make him do the content.
No.
I guess no, that's not. They never said that.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's probably one of the reasons why I got chosen. But yeah, so basically one thing led to another because of my channel. Other than that, nothing. The only thing that's really done for me is help me make a lot more friends in Japan, because I have no fucking friends here. So you guys are like my friends, and yeah, bro, that's why I'm on Twitter all the time, just talking to everybody, because I don't have a lot of fucking friends here, dude. I had two friends here up until last summer. I had two friends, and that was pretty much it. The one guy went back to his home country, and the other guy got a new job, and he works in Tokyo, and I don't see him anymore. And I have another friend that I don't talk to often, but if I ever need him, he's there, that kind of guy, like the true homie. But that's it. I don't really have any friends here. I don't really go out. I don't really hang out with people. So I'm like a closet introvert, closet extrovert. So yeah, I'm willing to be crazy in my room and do whatever I want in my home, but I'll never, if I'm alone outside, I'm not doing any of that shit outside. If I'm with somebody, I will do that. But yeah, so I'm glad. The one thing I really am happy for is from this channel is just the amount of connections I've made. Not saying, oh, network, you're gonna get me a job, bro. Like not that kind of connection, but like just the connections I've made with people here. Like I met Roger through here, right? And and I've met a lot of people that would like DM me, and like they say like, oh, dude, I love your videos so much, and please don't stop making them. Like you really, really, really I really love it. Like please don't stop, please. And then there's one guy who said up to me, he's like, you're so cute. Why are you so cute? I'm like, I'm not.
Oh, is that why your DMs are closed?
Are they closed on Twitter?
Yeah, I tried DMing you and it was closed.
Really? I don't know. They're not supposed to be closed. Oh shit. There's probably so many people who DM me then. I'll probably open it up anyway.
Yeah, that's why you follow me. So
yeah. So yeah, I'm really more happy about the connections I've made with people and the friends I've made, and that's kind of like why I liked when I started streaming again last week. I was like, holy shit, these are people. And I know that sounds fucked up. But it's so easy. Like, and it comes with anything. Like when I had 100 subscribers, like I knew almost everybody by name, right?
Yeah, really.
Not everybody by name, but I knew the regulars. But now, like ever since it went semi-viral, there's so many people I don't even know anymore. Like I don't know who the fuck this is. Like every time I open the video, there's a certain crew, and I know, oh, he's always content videos. I know this guy, you know them. And then now it's just like, I don't know who the fuck you are. Who the fuck are you? Right. And I think that's natural for anything, because there's no humanly possible way you can cater to like 5,000 people. But it was crazy when I started streaming again. And then there was this crew, and I was just talking to them, and they were asking me questions, and they were like making comments and telling me how much they love the videos and blah, blah, blah. And we were just talking about things like, holy shit, these are fucking people. And it's so easy to forget that. Like, it's so easy to forget that. And you have to constantly remind yourself to like humble down and be like, calm the fuck down. These are people and they care about you, kind of thing. And it's really easy to be like, oh, no one cares about me or my content, blah, blah, blah. And I think that's a product of social media. But yeah, it was very humbling. It was very humbling for me to start streaming again and realizing that, these are people, and you can't just, you can't just fuck around with people and stuff like that. So I'm glad that I'm learning these lessons early before something bad happens. So that's kind of like the thing for me. That's kind of the best thing I've gotten from this. In terms of like money, nope. My channel's not even monetized.
Who makes money off YouTube or internet anymore? The internet anymore? I mean, like in terms of like YouTube, as YouTubers, it seems like everybody has like a merch store.
You can make like pocket. You can make like pocket change from it. That's just the easy passive income,
Twitch, right? Like through donations.
Well, ad revenue, and like you can get like maybe a couple $100 here and there if you get enough views. But even then, like the money comes from sponsors. That's really where the money comes from, because they just pay you out. They'd be like, here you go, you take $500, make a video. Cool.
$500. I've heard it's way more than that.
Yeah, I'm just talking shit, but maybe $5,000, $10,000, whatever. Make a video. But those deals apparently take a long time. Like, it's not just like, hey, can you just make a video for us? It's like months and weeks of like contract and paperwork to like actually get it out. So you'll be working on you make the collab video like 3 months ago and it's coming out today. So like you won't see that money for a while. But
yeah,
I guess the goal is to probably just, I think the most ideal goal for me is to like make the videos, get more known in the community, get noticed by the higher fucking J-Vlog mans, and then that's the network in. That's the network in to start making really big moves. Because right now I'm still babyface, and only out of all the higher echelon of J-Vloggers, only one of them has
noticed you,
has recognized my content, and we talk regularly, and we're planning a collab, but I don't know when that's gonna happen. But
nice.
Only one of them has. And the other two are like they've acknowledged my content, but they've never actually reached out to me to like talk to me. But maybe that's because my DMs are closed.
Yeah, that might help. I don't know. Maybe not. You never know.
Yeah, it's all about merch and sponsors. People want a hello, my name is Haru shirt, but I can't afford to make those. I'm pretty sure if I made them, I'd probably sell it for free.
Express or something. They make those for you.
I've never made merch in my life ever. So
I've heard it's terrible. A lot of people complain about Cafe Express. I think it's Cafe. I can't remember what it's called. Cafe Express. You just send a design to them, and then they just make it for you.
Oh yeah. Well, mine would just be text, like legit, just text. Just says hello, my name is Haru on there. I noticed you.
No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's not Cafe Express. I forgot what it was called. It doesn't matter. I'll look it up. Gucci. What's going on?
Sorry, I'm gonna put this back.
Okay.
I don't like the angle.
MayDaySan's moving his camera again. That's just for our audio listeners out there.
Gucci Mane.
All right, so I guess I have to ask, like, in terms of like Japan-based, I guess, creators, is there anybody like you're watching nowadays? Because I'd often consider myself, man, I got to be watching more Japanese-based not Japanese, just people who are in Japan. And like what kind of content creation they're doing, because that's where all the views come from. They all come from other people, or like when you do collabs and everything. And
yeah,
is there anybody you're following in particular?
Dogen.
I mean, like, okay, just Dogen. Have you
Dogen?
Is there anything you can talk about in terms of like projects you're working on with others, or?
Nope.
No,
no. Only because we actually don't have anything started yet.
Cafe Press. That's it. Thank you. Somebody in the chat told me.
Yeah, nothing is actually Nothing's actually started yet, so I can't actually say we're working on anything. But we're in talks, and I've always been in like a kind of like financial fucking slump every time someone's asked me.
I
So
see.
like I can't afford to go out to Tokyo and film shit.
Right. No,
But I
hear
promise
you.
I will. 2020, guys, I'll do it. I promise.
So wait,
But nothing in the works. But there are a lot of people who say like, hey, we should make videos. I'm like, yeah, let's do it as long as it fits both our channels.
Well, it was like a random Japanese person coming up to you and it's like, you should teach me English. Like, why don't you just say, let's be friends? Just make it easier.
I mean, there were like when I first started, like there were people who knew to jump on that right away.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I started and made that video and it kind of started getting views, they're like, I gotta get in this guy's network right now so I can like ride that bandwagon with him. Like I can tell right away, like these are like nobodies, but like they just wanna like ride. You know what I mean? Like they want to use me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I can tell right away. But there were some who like who started right away, but they were like genuine about it, the way they approached me, and they like just wanted to be friends and like just chill and talk and whatever. And I still consider them like my little cyber friends to this day. Like if they ever need anything, I'd hold down for them, like kind of thing. So they were good. They went the right way. Don't approach people. Don't do anything that you wouldn't want done to you. That's as simple as that when it comes to networking. Just make friends. That's basically it. If you've ever done streaming on Twitch, whatever, everyone just tells you just make friends. And that's 100% true. 100% true. Of course, there are some deals where it's like big shot shit where like you kind of just have to go with it even if you're not friends because it's just going to benefit both of you. But you should at least try to make the effort to be friends. I think I'm pretty easy to make friends with. I trust people pretty quickly, and I get really chummy with them really, really quickly, which could be my demise one day. But yeah.
Do you have
usually anybody really good interaction with who isn't like a fucking bitch to me? Like I'll usually, I'll approve of them. I keep my circle very, very small. As you know, I only have one friend, but if you're in that circle, you're in my fucking circle, and I'll do almost anything for you.
Anything. Okay. Well, noted. So wait a minute. Do you have any like Japanese friends at all? I mean, because I've made a few Japanese friends over the years I've lived here, and I've just found making a friendship with anybody who's of Nihonjin descent, or I mean, ones who live here, the more quote unquote traditional, using air quotes, but it always it's a long process. Like
definitely. I have one, and he was the science teacher at my school. Young guy. We got along really well because he went to America and he came back. So he had the international mind already. So me and him were really, really close. And I think sometimes we used to go to the gym together sometimes and we'd hang out, go drinking and stuff like that. But he's a teacher. So he's always swamped by work and he definitely does not belong there. But yeah, he's probably the only Japanese friend I have. And then maybe I'll have another Japanese friend. She's like half Filipino, half Japanese. But she's a friend of my girlfriend's, and yeah, that's it. That's it. And there's a pattern here. Do we know the pattern? Could you tell me the pattern? They're internationally minded. Minded.
You're
anybody
looking
for the any thoughts on joining an agency like Tokyo Creative?
Okay. Yeah,
Tokyo Creative.
Andy-san in the chat says, "Are there any thoughts of joining an agency like Tokyo Creative?"
I heard they're all cunts. That's the rumor. That's the rumor right now. The rumor right now is that they're all cunts and they're all having like drama beef or some shit like that. Like they're having beef right now or something like that. Something's happening between them and it's like a shit show. So, and they've never approached me anyway. I don't know how it works either. I honestly can't give you any sound advice on that. Other than they're all cunts, and I'm
glad you said it, not me.
My previous company told me to kind of stay away from them because they're, what's the word?
Problematic.
Cunts.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know. Honestly, I can't speak on that. I'm just fucking messing around. And it's all rumors. It's all rumors.
It's like Tokyo Creative. We're cunts. 2020.
I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know. If they ever approached me and said like, hey, we want to get you on the show on Tokyo Creative, I would have to really, really think about it and be like, what's in it for me and what are you taking from me?
Just read the chat. Okay. There was one more thing I wanted to ask you.
Sure.
I forgot what it was though. It was something about. Oh no! Okay, now I remember. All right.
What?
So wait a minute. Do you tell people about videos you're going to make before you make them? Because you're talking about like a couple of videos like with friends or something.
What?
Earlier, like. I
Oh
forgot.
yeah, I don't tell the only community that knows the videos I'm gonna make sometimes is the Discord community. Like sometimes I have like a little channel called Feedback, and then I'll run video ideas by them that I think that are controversial, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make this video, and then they'll know that I'm gonna make that video. Other than that, I only discuss my videos with either. Oh shit.
What?
Oh shit. I only discuss my videos with my girlfriend. If I think about it now, she's the only one I really run my videos by. Like I usually just do it. But the thing is, what happens is I'll choose an idea from my notebook. I'm like, I'm gonna do this video. And then on the day of film, I'll procrastinate for a week. And then I'll be like, okay, it's time to film this video. Then I'm getting ready for the video, procrastinate the entire day. And then I'd be like, oh shit, this idea is even better. And I make that idea instead. I make a completely different video that I thought of on the spot, write the script really quick, improvise it, and that's it. And I make that video instead, and I push that video back again another week. So I guess you never really know what I'm going to make, because even if I say I'm going to make this video, there's a 50% chance that I'm just going to flip it and just not make that video at all. I don't know if you did with bot stream, but you didn't with this one. I know that for sure.
What he's talking about, I guess my last question for you tonight should be, why did you come to Japan?
Oh shit.
Question.
You don't know the reason I came to Japan?
For
I don't
know.
I made a video called "Why Did You Come to Japan?"
Wait. Did you? Fuck, I didn't find that one.
Yeah, I made a video. Why did you come to Japan? I didn't actually answer the question, but the answer is in that video. The answer is in that video.
Huh.
The answer is in that video.
All right. Well, that's a pretty good plug, I guess, to end on. Anything you want to say before we go?
Don't be a cunt.
Don't join the Tokyo cunt community.
Don't join the Tokyo cunt community. Avoid cancel culture. What else do I want to say here? I want to say I do want to say this. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be real with you guys.
Okay,
guys, I'm gonna tell you once and for all what you need to do and give you some real ass advice here that's gonna guide you. What my friend told me when I was a lost little sheep. You need to set an ultimate goal for your life. Set that ultimate goal, your ideal life. Set it down, right? And the easiest way to know what your ideal life is, or your ideal ultimate goal is to think back when you were a child, when you were like 7 years old, and what you wanted to do. That's probably what you want to do. Anyway, set that goal and work towards it every day. Or maybe every other day. But work towards it with everything you do, because it gives you purpose. It gives you a reason to do things. It gives you a reason to not do things, and to really just live a fulfilling life. And it sounds it sounds fucking cliche as fuck, but don't listen to anybody else except yourself when it comes to what your goals are and what you want to do. Because I did. And I listened to other people and I was miserable working in fucking sales because I thought, and what they told me was to get a real job, become a real person, and get out of English because English is not a career. And to not let your career define who you are. I think that's another good one to say too. Do not let it define who you are. Who gives a fuck if you're an English teacher, dude? Like, that's not who you are, right? Just because you're a CEO of fucking Sony doesn't mean you're the best person in the world. You could still be a fucking asshole, right? So I think it's really important for us here, for people in Japan who are, most likely of us are trying to find ourselves. Maybe people my age are here because back home it didn't work out for them. Job market fucking sucks. There's nothing you can really do. And you thought it'd be a good opportunity to just, waste a little time here and kind of figure out what I want to do. Well, make sure you are trying to figure out what you want to do, right? And not just, you could waste your life, but then don't complain about it. And to just, if you want to do, and I think it's a blessing and a curse for me too, is like, if you want to do something, just do it and just fucking start and just do it and then deal with the consequences later. Because an idea is an idea, but until you execute it, it means nothing. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Wait, isn't that the advice of what's his name? Shia LaBeouf behind a green screen?
Exactly.
Okay,
just do it.
right.
Honestly, just do it.
Yeah.
And that's why I quit my job. And people say, like, you're a fucking idiot for quitting your fucking job. I've honestly, in these last week, I've been so much happier than I've ever been at that job.
Huh. Well, that's
honestly, I'm fucking poor, but dude, I'm happy.
So wait a minute. So when you say what is it? A goal that you set for yourself when you were a kid? What age group do you say qualifies as a kid? Because like I had this great goal when I was 15 to become like a filmmaker, but does that count?
What did you want to be when you were before that?
I had no idea.
Okay, well let's say like your first dream was like, shit, I really want to do this, but then you kind of let your parents, let's be honest, your parents talk you out of it. Before that, that's probably what you wanted to do. And look, you're already doing it right now, Rajri. You're already in that industry right now. You're dealing with media right now. So you're working towards it. Whether it's, me, I wanted to be the center of attention. That was my goal as a kid, even in high school. I thought I wanted to be a musician, right? I was like, oh, I want to be a musician. But the real reason was I wanted to be a musician because I wanted to be on stage.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to be the vocalist. I wanted to be at the center of the stage. I wanted to make people laugh. That's another big thing. I wanted to make people laugh. But what does that actually come down to? Being the center of attention. Because you're making people laugh. You're having things. And you could see, I can tell in my personality and like what I prefer. That's why I like small groups. Because I'm the center of attention in a small group. That's why I like small companies. Because I'm the center of attention in a small company. And I know that's what I'm good at. And I know I can impact all those people, right? Which is something I was like, yo, fuck. Then what am I fucking doing here trying to get a fucking family and shit? I should just do what I'm good at and do what I like to do. And that's it. Now I just started making videos and started streaming, and I started doing this. I started making things because I knew I liked making things because I knew it would get me attention from a psychological level. But I know at the end of the day, I just like making things because it gets me attention. But that's me. That's me. And I know that's what I want deep in my heart, even if it's fucking shameful to say, it's a deadly sin to, to have that vanity and whatever. But who cares, dude? You have one life. You might as well enjoy it. Right?
YOLO.
Like, dude, and it's so exemplified here. It's so I'm rambling. I'm not rambling, but I need to say this. It's so exemplified here by the salarymen who are fucking miserable as shit.
Yeah.
And they're just, wife's cheating on them with a guy named Tyrone. Fucking daughter hates them because they're Kimoy, never seen them around. Like, you know what I mean? It's so exemplified here, and it's so easy for you to not be that. Not be that. And it's so weird that people are like, their main goal is to be that.
Yeah.
And I had that. And I I was a victim to that too. I was like, I want that because it makes me a real person. I did it. Holy fucking shit. I hated it. And I knew I would hate it. I knew I would hate it. The very first interview I went to, I was like, it's a sales job. I was like, fuck, I hate sales. But I'm going to do it anyway because it's a real career. And look what happened. I didn't get fired. I left on my own choice, but I couldn't even stand another week or month to even pretend to work there.
Yeah.
Like I just couldn't. You guys got to be true to yourselves. I'm just saying, just be true to yourself and really listen to your heart. And I know it sounds fucking weird, but honestly, all the greatest people in this world who have become successful have done that, dude. Here's another great piece of advice to finish it off. If you want an average life, you do average things. If you want an amazing life, you do amazing things.
Okay. I thought you were going to say, the point is be average.
No. I'm saying if you want an amazing life, you do amazing things. You take those risks.
All right.
And it's weird because, sorry, one last thing.
It's
weird because people shit on CEOs for making so much money and business owners are making so much money than the pencil pushers. Mm-hmm. But it's like, dude, they took the fucking risk. They made the investments. Any decision they make can fucking destroy the company. Maybe they don't deserve that much, but they definitely deserve more than someone who could just put a pencil together. Anyway, don't be the pencil pusher. Strive for greatness. Unless you enjoy being a pencil pusher, then whatever. If you're creative, if you're any kind of creative person, and I know a lot of you are content creators on here, if you are any kind of creative, do not work in an office that will limit that shit. You're not going to enjoy it. Trust me.
Yep. You heard it here, folks. Epstein didn't kill himself. I got to book that in somehow. I don't know. That's the meme now. Why are you standing there like that with the is this like your outro face?
Oh shit.
Okay. All right. Well, let's wrap this up. All right. So there is no guest next week. I have nobody planned. Stay tuned. Might just be a solo episode.
Maybe.
So until then, I'm Radri and
Chunguru Punguru.
What? What the hell's that? It's like Korean.
It's my fake Korean.
Okay. All right.
Chunguru Punguru Tumdo Chomongule. All right.
That means and Mason Daynot.
I made it MayDaySan, and make sure you subscribe for new videos every week and a live stream once a week. Who knows what's gonna happen? Fun games and more. See you guys next time.
All right. Peace out, guys. Bye. Jesus Christ.